Hey, what's going on, Pisces? This is Brandon over on Wow Intuitive. We're going to do a weekend energy reading for you for the dates of July 12th through the 14th. This will just be a little something to help carry you through the weekend, maybe carry you a little further than that if you know how to use it. But this is just guidance, it's not set in stone. It's not if you do this or follow that, none of that. It's just a little bit of help to assist you with the weekend. You can take it or leave it as it goes. But the way we're going to do it is I'm going to pull 2 cards for each kind of Pisces out there. We're going to do 2 for singles, 2 for the Pisces that's in love or in a couple, 2 for the Pisces that's in a couple or married, and then 2 for the Pisces that's complicated, meaning you're not exactly in a relationship, you're not in a relationship, or maybe you're just, kind of being a thought out there and got you a couple of callers on the horn. But let's go ahead and get into it. What information do we have for Pisces weekend July 12th through the 14th? Please, my guides, good advice for my lovely Pisces for July 12th through the 14th. What do we have for lovely? Oh. All right. So starting out for my Pisces singles, we're going to be working on our connections this weekend. And this doesn't mean that we're going to be networking and hitting, blah, blah, blah. No. What this means is not just your friendship connections, but also your metaphysical connections as well. Like, let's work on every single aspect of what we are and aren't connected to this weekend. Let's make sure that we're grounding ourselves by connecting ourselves to nature at some point, by getting active out there in nature. Just going outside, looking up at the sky and saying thanks is enough. But let's connect with spirit, with nature, and with our friends this weekend. Let's make sure that we're connecting with people who make us feel good about being around them. Not with people who we hang around just because they're cool. Everybody thinks they're cool, so I need to be around them, so I'm cool too. No. Hang around people that maybe aren't so cool, but make you feel good about being around them because they just really cherish your presence. All right? And anybody who doesn't appreciate the gift of your presence, give them the gift of your absence. Also for my singles, let's use sound to our advantage, whether it be oral stimulation from outside or the vocals welling up from inside of us. Let's make sure that we're harmonious, that we sound elegant when we speak this weekend. If we come out harsh, you come out too harsh, Pisces, it's going to blow up in your face. It's not going to work out the way you think it is. You're not going to sun anybody. They're not going to be humbled by you getting in their ass. What's going to win it for you this weekend is just being as beautiful as the song of the wings of a butterfly. Like, anybody you can't hear a butterfly's wings flap, but if you could, I bet they'd be nice. It'd be a wonderful, pleasant sound probably. Let's make sure that we are singing this weekend instead of blowing our horn, okay? Be eloquent this weekend as much as possible. I know nobody's perfect, no situation is perfect, and some people need to, get the goods sometimes. But let's make sure that we're not going there easily, and that even if we do go there, we're still sounding very harmonic. We still are getting our point across clearly and expressing ourselves in a healthy way, okay? For you singles out there. For all my married Pisces, we're going to work on our mind chakra or the third eye. We're going to stay sharp if we already have it open. That way we can keep that sword ready in case it needs to come into play. And that's the beautiful thing about the third eye chakras. Once you have this window open, it doesn't close unless you're trying to close it. But why would you do that? Because this is seeing the world and experiencing the world in a way that the eyes and the ears cannot. Reason being is because the eyes and the ears, they exist in the 3D, but your third eye, that probably exists in more than just the 5D. It probably goes up a couple more dimensions, I would think. But it's everywhere all at one time. That's why it's able to give you clarity in moments of confusion. So use that. If you're going through things in the home, Pisces, make sure that you're using your mind to see past the veil and realize that it's just sound and fury signifying nothing if somebody's trying to get at you. But if it's something that's making you feel like you want to go and get at somebody, let's use our third eye to say, it's not even worth it. Not even worth expending my good energy on that bull. All right, let's make sure that we're thinking before we react. Let's make sure that we're taking anything that happens in our external environment through a filter that goes internal and then comes back out. Okay? And make sure it goes out through this window, and not through this, not through this weapon right here, Pisces. I know y'all say, yeah, you Pisces can really give somebody the goods. Give them the business when you can really get at somebody when you want to, Pisces. You know it. So let's not press the gas on. Let's not put the foot all the way on the pedal. Let's not press it to the floor. Let's just give it a little bit. Let it. All right. This is looks like they wanted to hammer it in for you guys. My married coupled up Pisces out there. Pisces involved. Your third eye chakra is going to be key this weekend. Whether you know it or not, your third eye is if it's not all the way open, it's opening. Whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, it's going to open. And that's just the way the world is working right now. That's why a lot of people are kind of flying off of the cuff with things that come to their mind, is because there is no longer there's no longer a closed window there. It's open. So they're speaking their mind a lot more often right now. And it's going to take a while before that adjusts and level out. So let's make sure that you're sharpening your sword. Meditating a little bit here and there. Doing things that help you get into a meditative state. Like I tell people, you don't have to sit there and do the you don't have to do that. You can, sit there and draw. You can do Sudoku, or do something that just brings your mind into a state to where you think about everything. Like you're thinking about different things at the same time. Like get your mind into that state of being as quickly as possible this weekend. Or at least once this weekend for sure. But from this point on, you want to try to get your mind to that state as quickly as possible to help sharpen this sword. Okay? I like this though, Pisces. You Pisces in couples right now. You're not just using these to compute the world around you. You're really, trying to do your due diligence to make sure that you're getting clarity in your world, and that's beautiful. All right, and for my promiscuous Pisces out there, what we're gonna do for you guys, since you're kind of in between two worlds, is we're gonna take one card from the top and one from the bottom and see what we have for you. So we're gonna make sure that we're working on our personal boundaries this weekend, Pisces in complication. If you're in a negative complication, then you want to make your wall like this, to where it can keep out certain things like rodents and things that you don't want in your garden, but it still doesn't keep anybody out curious enough to hop over and say, hey, what you got over here? Don't block out people who are ready to receive you. Okay? Let's make sure that we're setting our walls up appropriately. That way we're not allowing anything in that's going to be a detriment to us. But let's make sure we're not blocking anything that is going to be that we want to receive, that the universe is sending to us. Let's not turn away any gifts, okay, Pisces? Let's make sure that we're nice and open, and that we see it all through our third eye, okay? And that way we can see where we need to place the walls, where we need to put our barriers, and how we need to position ourselves versus where that wall is, okay? And whew, that third eye just won't stop for you guys. Pisces, let's keep seeing the world in new ways. Let's keep hearing the world in new ways. That way we start to experience the world in a completely new way. It's a beautiful thing once you see past the bull, once you see past the murk and the mire, and you see that there is a glade and there is a blue clear sky just through that crap, that wall of lies. Let's make sure that we're staying in our clarity. I know you guys out there are getting it. Let's make sure you're staying in that. Let's keep yourself and the world around you honest. And the way you do that is by keeping that third eye wide open. Get into your meditative state if somebody's pissing you off. That way you're either A, really hearing them and considering what they're saying, or B, just ignoring the shit out of them and going on about your business. Okay? And that's all I have for you, Team Pisces. Looks like you guys are in a good position. A lot of third eye energy on the table here. And that's a fantastic thing for you guys. But let's make sure that we're continuing to sharpen that sword by either A, getting around people who are on the same level as you, or getting rid of people who aren't. Okay? And let's stay safe out there. Let's be responsible. Let's have fun. And, have a good weekend. But until next time, I'll be having your weekly energy reading up for you guys soon. But have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. Love you guys. Peace. Namaste.